EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And some room to run now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
You need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Alexander, throw left side, complete to Kupp. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, the Rams at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Johnson, it's poke 3, football's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Looking to throw on second down. Alexander. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on third down. Alexander. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Alexander. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Alexander. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here. No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Lance. Kittle catching the slant. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Alexander. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Come on, set! Ready?
Now a play fake. Lance. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Perkins throw here, hauled in by Kupp.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you
touchdown, Rams! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they
and this will be caught at the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Lance now to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Now Lance.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up, make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up, maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys. But let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Alexander. That'll be caught by Kupp. And some room to work. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, LA.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one.
Touchdown! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready. Cycle. 3-3. 10 cycles. Ready.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Lance looking to throw it.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13.
Lance.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
49ers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeout?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Alexander. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And some space here.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least 1 tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Rams! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Lance now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Ready up.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Alexander. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 56-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw on 2nd down, Alexander. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Operating from the gun, Alexander. That's going to be caught. Arcega right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Alexander. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 24 yards the game there. Another 1st down as well. And Passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 3...
And now here's another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Lance now on first down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eye.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And